Hello, this is Julie Golding Page, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, Canada, along the tidal Scoodic or St. Croix River, the traditional territory and home of the Passamaquoddy, and I'm so grateful that they share this beautiful place with us. Today I have a project for you using the lovely Playing in the Rain bundle, and it is so super cute. And I'll also be using some sale DSP, so that's designer series paper that's on sale, 15% off through the end of this month. But the big news today, if you're watching this live or on replay on Wednesday, the 21st of June, it is a free shipping day. So any order of $100 before tax or more is eligible for absolutely free shipping. So if you need more details, let me know. But have fun with your retail therapy today. I know I'm going to place my order after I'm finished the broadcast today because it's a super good deal. All right, well, let's get right to looking at our project, and I'll give you a little bit more of an update on some news, and then we will go ahead and make our card. All right, so I've just got to switch my camera here, and then we'll get going. All right, so here you can see the project we're going to be doing, as well as some of the supplies that we will be using today. So this is a super cute bundle. And as you can see, when you color it with the Stampin' Blends alcohol markers, you get such a smooth finish. It looks like you cut the little bunny right out of some DSP. And so we're going to be doing that later on. This is not a difficult card to make. It's just got a few pieces to put together. So we will get to that very, very soon. I'll also tell you about some of these beautiful papers that you can see here. They're a new product from Stampin' Up! This May. And here's our stamp set. We've got our Stampin' Blends and our ink. But first of all, again, it is free shipping day. So these are kind of rare like unicorns, some people like to say. Free shipping days don't come around very many times a year. And the free shipping is on an order of $100 or more before tax. And as long as it is placed online today, you can get that free shipping. If you'd like me to place it for you, please let me know as soon as you can, and we'll get you all paid up and your order put in for you. So free shipping day, so exciting always when we have free shipping. I also wanted to tell you about another video that I do each week. It's on Fridays, called Kit and Cuppa, and each time on Fridays at 2 p.m. Atlantic time, I feature a different kit, and I make one single card out of a kit. Sometimes two if it's a really, really simple one, but usually just one card, so it's a pretty short video. And it just lets you have a look at all the different kits if you're looking for one for yourself or maybe as a gift. And this is the kit that we're going to be featuring this Friday at 2 p.m. Atlantic time on Kit and Cuppa. And these are actually shaker cards. So I'm going to be doing a shaker card for you from a kit. So it's a super easy way to do a shaker card, and also a super economical way to do it because everything comes in the box. So if you're interested to see Kit and Cuppa and a demonstration of this particular kit, which is called the Confetti Birthday Kit, join me this Friday at 2 p.m. Atlantic here on Julie's Craft Attic. All right, and for those of you who are just joining, the big news today is it's free shipping day for any order of $100 before tax. So you'll definitely want to have a look at the website today. You can save a lot of money that way, which is really great. If you're going to be ordering more than $100 worth anyway, you might want to go for this Starter Kit Plus deal, which is really the best deal we have. And as you can see here, you get $206 worth of any products you want to select from the Stampin' Up! Website for just $135. So that's a lot of free stuff. And there's no tax and no shipping in most parts of Canada. So you really save a lot of money with this one. And you also get to join my Creative Cafe group, which offers a cross-Canada community of crafters. That's a lot of C words, isn't it? And also I offer a $15 a month crafting class. So if you're interested in that, please visit my website, which is www.juliescraftattic.com, and look under Creative Cafe for all the details. Or just message me. I'll be happy to talk to you. All right, while you're getting your free shipping today, you can also take in the DSP sale. There are many different kinds of pattern paper on sale for 15% off through the end of June. And when you take advantage of that free shipping, I will send you my June DSP special, which is a free DSP sampler. I'll also send you just today, if you take advantage of the free shipping, a pack of embellishments, and you'll also get my tutorial bundle and a free card to make. So lots of fun stuff to do this summer. I've also got some classes that are closing this Sunday. So on the 25th, it's the last day to sign up for these classes just because of the mailing deadlines. The first one is the Boho Beach Kit. And look at the beautiful cards. So these are pretty simple and everything you need comes right in the kit. So it's a very economical way to make a number of cards. It's great for beginners and avid crafters alike. To find my classes, just go to www.juliescraftaddict.com and click on online classes. They're available all across Canada. And I've got 2 more to show you, and then we will get right to our project. So this one is the Let's Go Shopping class, and I just really like these little boutiques. You can put books in them. They got the little sandwich boards. You've got tables. You've got really a nice variety of sentiments, little baked goods you can put in the window, all kinds of stuff. And it comes with the most beautiful paper. You can see some samples of the paper here. So that class is going to be offered in August, and again closes this weekend on the 25th. And you can see that I popped that up, and this is one of the cards that we're going to be doing in that class. It also comes with a $25 goodie bag for you. So you'll have lots of products to use after the class too. And finally, before our project, the Timeless Arrangements class uses this set that has all kinds of different sentiments to it. But the star of the show is actually the dies. Look at these lovely dies. So how they work is you've got these bits of greenery and flowers on these bars. And so instead of having to glue down these teeny tiny little pieces, you can simply layer them up on the bars and glue the bars together. And it's way easier. I've really appreciated that. That's for sure. And here's one of the cards that we'll be doing. So this is going to be a simple kind of stamping class. I call them Stamp and Stick. So you can see I just did a little bit of stamping there, and the rest is layering up all these bars of die cuts, which only takes a minute because they're all on those bars instead of having to glue every single tiny piece. So that's another class that's coming up. So again, if you want to find out about how to join my Creative Cafe group, or if you'd like to take a class, go to www.juliescraftaddict.com and all the information is there for you. Now here is our project for today. So this is using the lovely Playing in the Rain bundle, and I just love this one. It's so cute. So I love the little bunny and the fox and the little turtle. And today we're going to be using Stampin' Blends to color. But if you're not into coloring, you don't have to color them actually. You could just stamp them in one color, and that would look really fantastic as well. Just pick the color that you want, and you could stamp the animals like that as well. Maybe I'll make a card sometime soon like that and show you what that would look like, because I think it would be quite nice. So let's see, what do we want to do to start this project? Okay, why don't we do our stamping first? So we're going to need this little circle out of basic white cardstock and just a scrap to stamp the little bunny and the little umbrella, which are separate here. You can see I've got the umbrella handle tucked right under the bunny's hand there, or the bunny's paw. So let's do our stamping first. And I've got my packets all cut here. So here's a piece of basic white cardstock. And I've pre-cut some of these things so that it didn't take too long on the video today. And I'll show you what I used to do that with. I used the Stylish Shapes dies. Let me just grab them to show you. So these dies are ones I use all the time. I really love them. They're so useful. So they have these nested squares and nested labels with the chevrons on the end and nested circles. And I just find them to be the most useful thing. I think I probably use them more than any other dies I have. So it's a little bit of an investment to purchase them first, but you will never ever run out of things to do with these because they're so useful. So I use those to cut out all of the circles that you see here. So I use them to cut out this circle, this one, and these two labels as well. Oh, and by the way, thank you for watching today. Whoever is out there, either live or on replay, I'd love to hear where you're watching from. And let me know if you've ever played with this particular stamp set and the dies, because they're really fun. I think you'd like them if you gave them a try and haven't yet. All right, so I'm just going to put my little cardboard here so that you can kind of see a little bit better what I'm doing. And I'll put these out. So to stamp this sentiment, I used this color, which is Blueberry Bushel. It's a beautiful, vibrant blue. And this is blueberry country, this part of Canada. And I always have a box of wild blueberries in my freezer. I won't tell you how many boxes I go through every winter, but I put them on my cereal every day. So I just love the name of the color, Blueberry Bushel. I wonder if I eat a whole bushel. I don't know how big a bushel is. Anybody know? I don't think I know. All right, so let's stamp this right on here. And we'll just give it a minute. And look at that. See, Blueberry Bushel stamps so clearly. And it's just such a lovely, vibrant color. I really, really like it a lot. Okay, I want to clean my stamp, but somehow I seem to have misplaced my stamp chamois. I wonder what I did with it. Oh well, I will clean it up later. Does anybody else do that when you're crafting? You think you've got everything at hand, and then all of a sudden something disappears. I think I'm probably not the only one, but you can let me know. All right, I'm going to use the black, the tuxedo black ink to stamp the little bunny here. So the bunny stamp actually has this puddle under it as well, but we're not going to use that today because we have a floral background that we're going to use. And also our die does not include the puddle. So if you want to cut it out with the puddle, you'll just have to do it by hand. But I'm just going to use the dies today to show you how those work and how easy they are. And anyways, I don't need the puddle on the floral background. So I can really identify with this bunny today. Here on the Atlantic coast, we had almost no rain all spring. So it was extremely dry, and we started to have some forest fires, which were causing a lot of trouble here in New Brunswick and also in Nova Scotia. But then we've had rain and cold ever since. And so that hasn't been the best thing either. I'm happy we've got the rain, but it's been kind of a downer for this time of year to have, 12-degree days in June. But today we have the arrival of actual summer. And it's supposed to be 28 here in St. Stephen today. It's brilliantly sunny, and I totally feel like this little bunny today. So I thought this bunny would inspire me because the bunny looks like she's definitely enjoying the weather, that's for sure. Okay, so now I need to stamp this little umbrella as well. So I will just get that out too. And I will use my stamp pad here. So these are the red rubber cling stamps, and they are ones that do not require any kind of preparation to use for the first time. But if I were using the clear photopolymer stamps, they're called, I would need to condition my stamps first. And how you condition your stamps is you just use your fingertips like this over and over. Then you put them in the ink and try them out and see if they're smooth. If you don't get a smooth image and it's kind of wonky or uneven, the ink isn't really sticking to it, then it means that there's still some of the coating from the factory stuck onto your clear stamps. If it's not responding to using your fingertips and your oils in your fingers, then here's what I recommend for those clear photopolymer stamps. Use Versamark ink. It's just a clear watermark ink. You use it for embossing as well, so it's multi-purpose. You just stamp right into it and then go and stamp directly into your stamp pad of the color you want to use, and it enables the ink to stick to your stamp. So if you're having trouble with your clear photopolymer stamps, this is what I recommend, the Versamark ink pad. If you need information, just send me a little message and I'll be happy to fill you in. I can point you to the website where you can get it as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will color our little friend here. So here's the color I'm going to be using. It's light smoky slate. And I'm going to use the brush tip, but you could use either one. It really doesn't matter. I just like the smoothness of the brush tip and how quickly it fills in the color for us. So I'm just going to fairly quickly do this. And the beauty of these alcohol markers is you can color over the same place twice, and it does not pill because they're not made of water, and alcohol evaporates. So unlike water, which stays in the paper and makes it pill, the alcohol actually evaporates, and so you don't have that problem. And it also doesn't leave lines in your design. As you can see here, it makes it very smooth, and they're super easy. So if you're somebody that has been hesitant about coloring because you don't like the kind of results that you've had in the past, get some alcohol markers. These Stampin' Blends are great. They come in twos, so you get one dark and one light of the same color. And then you can use them together or separately as you wish. And they are just so smooth and nice. They're way nicer than the water-based markers, in my opinion. Stampin' Up! Does have some water-based markers, which are called Stampin' Write. And they also work really well if you want to use them, especially on stamps. You can actually color your stamps with the Stampin' Write markers, not with the Stampin' Blends because the alcohol will degrade the stamp, but with the Stampin' Write markers, you can color right on the stamps and use them as inks. I'm moving this over and over and not finding it. There we go. This is light fresh freesia. So I'm going to be using that color to kind of give a little shading in here, just onto the ear, just for a little bit of color. Okay, there we go. Maybe a little more. There we go. And I'm going to color the nose as well. And the reason I chose this fresh freesia is the fresh freesia is this color right in the flowers. So you can see the color in the background there. And I'm going to color my little umbrella as well. And this is light fresh freesia, but you could use the dark one if you prefer. All right, so that's done. Now the other color that you see here, I'll bring it up so you can see, this color here and this color here is Berry Burst. So that's what I'm going to use on the little jacket. But depending on who your recipient is, and depending on what paper you use, you could color this any color you wanted, really. So this is Berry Burst, and it is dark Berry Burst that I'm using. The light would also be very nice, but I wanted to make a bold statement with this to kind of play off the pale color of fresh freesia that's here. All right, let's get that color in there. And then we will have finished our little bunny's coat, and she'll be ready to play. There we go. Okay, so that is all done. Now we will need to cut it out. So you could use your scissors if you wanted to. What I'm going to do is use the die cutting machine. So the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is what I'm going to use. So if you need one of those, they cost $86. And today, since it's a free shipping day, it doesn't take much from $86 to get you up to that $100 mark for the free shipping. So you can save a ton by actually buying your mini machine today. Or if you need a full-sized machine, today's also a great day to watch it or to buy it, because you can get it with free shipping today. So let's get our dies out. The dies are called Playing in the Rain dies. And I'm going to dig out the little bunny here. So this is the bunny. You can see there's all kinds of other little things in here too. So you can get grass. There's the umbrella. We'll need that too, so I'll take that out. You've got clouds. You've got all these things, little bridge, little bow ties, butterflies. You've got a stump of a tree here. So all kinds of fun things. Oh yes, and I like this one. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful kite? I really like that one too. Okay, so let's put this on here, and I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape just to leave that in the same place so it doesn't move during the cutting process. So I just use a little bit of washi tape that I keep around on my desk. Nothing special. You can use whatever kind you happen to have. Okay, so let's stick that on there. So I'm going to put that through first, and then I will do the umbrella afterwards. Maybe I could get them on there at the same time, but I think I'll just do it separately because it only takes a minute. And the metal machine is so easy to use, so if you've never done it before, no worries. Full instructions are here right on the plates. And if you buy it from me, I'm very happy to give you a little bit of information on how to use it and give you support if you need it. No problem at all. I'm happy to help. All right, and look how slick that is when you cut it out. Isn't that cute? I just love that little bunny. All right, so I'm going to put that die back over here, and we will do the umbrella next. So I'm going to definitely use the tape to keep that on there in the right place. Okay. Oops, it moved already. There we go. Okay, so if you can just kind of get it stuck down there and you hold it, it'll stay in the same place. There we are. And here we go. Okay, so that's all we need our die cut machine for. I've already cut out the other pieces. And there's the cute little umbrella. Easy as that. Okay, so next we're going to start assembling our little card here. Here is our sample again, so you can see where we're headed. And the first thing I want to do is take our DSP here and add it to this basic white cardstock as kind of like a frame. So this DSP is part of the Masterfully made DSP, and it's one of the DSPs that's on sale for 15% off through the end of June. And if you go for the free shipping today on orders of $100 or more before tax, you can also get it shipped for free if it's one of the items that makes up your $100. So you can kind of double dip in that way. You might as well get the most bang for your buck, I figure. Everybody's pinching their pennies these days, and we're all kind of feeling the crunch. So anytime you can get something for less, I think that is a really good thing. So let's just kind of center that. Okay, there it is. Very nice. Okay, so now we can take it and we'll put it on this cardstock, card base. This is Berry Burst. And before we do that, we will put another panel of basic white inside, just so we'll have a nice writing surface, and it won't matter what color pen we use. It'll also be visible. I know not everybody can read well on this color. It depends on your eyes and whether you have certain issues with your eyes. So it's better to just put a white one in there, I think, and then you can definitely see that. I'm going to use my bone folder here, one of my favorite tools, to give it a nice crisp fold. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals to add our panels to the card base. And as you can see here, my dimensionals on this page are almost gone. I only have a couple little hexagons left, but that's okay because we can use all these little bits on the end. So I just use my scissors and I cut between them here, and then we can use all those little bits because why not, right? We paid for them too, so we'll just use all those little teeny bits, and they stick just as well as those hexagons do. So let's see, I put 4 at the corners, and I like one in the middle so it doesn't kind of sag in the middle, especially if I'm mailing it. And we will add that to our card. Okay, so let's put that on the front here. Great. Okay, so the rest is just piecing these things on, which takes a little bit of planning too. So I like to plan it all out before I actually put it on. Now this is a beautiful paper. This is the Berry Burst paper, and it is part of the holographic trio paper. It's a new thing that Stampin' Up! Has released in this catalog, and look at the beautiful colors, right? So the holographic silver, there's another kind that kind of has this almost cloud appearance to it. And then this one's Berry Burst going to Starry Sky. So it's kind of in the reds and the blues together. So this is really beautiful specialty paper. I like that very much. And in the post that I put up on my website about this later, which I'll link to here in the broadcast post as well, I will have a full supply list, and you can find out where to get that paper as well. Okay, so we will need a trimmer to just trim off the edge there. So I'm just going to pull over my little trimmer from Stampin' Up! This is a really nice trimmer. I've tried a number of them, and I like this little one. It's a very portable one. I took it to a crop that I went to, and I find the blades are really sharp, and they cut very precisely, unlike a lot of the ones I've had in the past. So I've been very happy with it, even though it's a small one. Whoops, it's upside down. Even though it's a small one, I find it cuts really, really well. So I'm very happy with that. All right, so let's see. How much did we want off the end there? I don't have to be too precise with it here, just maybe that much off the end, just a little bit. So we'll take that off. How does that compare? Yeah, it's more or less the same. And this one needs to be a little bit longer, so I'll just cut a tiny piece off that as well. So I'm not really measuring this, I'm just kind of eyeballing it, but you could certainly measure it if you wanted to be very precise. So what I did was I took about 3/8 of an inch off the end there. And this other one I took off probably about a 1/2 inch, I'd say. So 3/8 of an inch and 1/2 an inch off the ends. And that's it. So that's all we need our trimmer for. I'll put that away. And now we can piece together all of the elements of the card. So what I did first was I attached these to each other. So what I did was I put a little bit of Stampin' Seal, whoops, I'll get it going again here, right along the bottom edge here. And then positioned it however I want. And then I put it on like that. Okay, so that's pretty simple. So let's put this here and we'll see how we want this all to come together. So sort of like that. And then we'll want the circle on there. We've got the bunny dancing for joy. We've got our little umbrella, which we'll add a little bit later. And then our oh happy day. So that should all fit together pretty nicely. Okay, so I think we're ready to go ahead and put on this piece here. We have our guide over here anyway, so I think that it'll be possible to just go ahead and do that. All right, so let's get that on there. So I just used some Stampin' Seal. You can use whatever your favorite adhesive may be. Okay, there we go. Adhesives are one of the things I want to stock up on today with the free shipping, because I find those are something that you don't think about until you're almost out. So I want to make sure I've got enough for the summer crafting and so on. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to first stick on the little bunny onto this vellum circle. So this is a vellum cardstock circle. And I'm going to use my dimensionals to do that as well, and just to stick them on there. So my dimensionals have gone AWOL. Let me see, where did they go? All right, they have disappeared. So I'm going to use these ones. Oh no, here they are. They were just hiding. All right, so let's put just this one in the center first, and then we can cut little pieces here. So we're going to put a little piece on the ear and a little piece on the other ear. And do we need any more? Maybe one more, just to make sure that it sticks really well. Right down there. Okay, so we'll take off all of those little backings and stick that down. Okay, so here's where we want that to be, the circle. And we'll have the little bunny kind of dancing like that and slightly off the edge of the circle at the top. Okay, that's perfect. Now we want to stick the circle down, but we don't want to put any of the adhesive here, here, or here, because then you'll see it through the vellum. So that's why I stuck on the bunny first. And now I can go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of the bunny so that we can stick down the circle. So it doesn't take much really to stick it down. Just a little bit will do, but we wanted to hide that underneath the rest of the bunny, definitely. Okay, so we kind of want it at an angle maybe like that. Perfect. All right, and now we want to add this circle. So let's see kind of where we want it, sort of like that maybe. So we'll go ahead and put some dimensionals underneath there. So that's the end of my little sheet here. And now we've used every last millimeter of that sheet, so that's good. Definitely got our money's worth out of that. Okay, so there, I just slipped it slightly under the edge of the ear to kind of bring some unity to this part of the project. And I overlapped it over on top of this other circle, again, to kind of bring all the elements together. You can see how they're all overlapped slightly, so that they're all connected. And now we've got to figure out how to get this little umbrella put on. So it's got this cute little handle. And as you can see from my sample here, what I did was I just cut slightly underneath the rabbit's paw, and I stuck it underneath and used dimensionals, mini dimensionals, to stick this on over here. So that's what we're going to do again. We're just going to take the scissors and cut slightly behind the paw right there. So just this tiny little cut that will pop it up a little bit. And then we can use dimensionals to add that on. So you could put dimensionals here, or we could just use a glue dot over there as well. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of both. I've got some of these little mini dimensionals, and this is just a leftover bit that I had. So what I'm going to do is cut a tiny amount out and put it right there so that it'll be down toward the bottom. So that'll pop this up to the same level. And then I'll put another tiny little piece over here. So we will get those put on together. And then slip it right under the little paw there as well. Okay, so let's see. Let's get that put in there. And where's our angle going to be? Maybe like that. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, so all that remains now is to give it a little bit of bling. So we want these little rhinestones to be added, and these are one of my favorite embellishments. There's so many embellishments that Stampin' Up! Makes, but I love these rhinestone basic jewels. First of all, because you get a ton of them, you get 140 of them for $8.25, so they're really, really budget friendly, and also they match just about every project you could ever want to make. So although I have a number of other things from Stampin' Up!, I love these. I think these are my favorite. Because they just go with everything. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. So this side you use for die cutting, poking out little pieces, and this side has this bit of putty on it. So rather than having to pick up these tiny little things, you can pick them up with the putty. And we will put one, let's see, where do we want this? Maybe sort of like that. We'll pick up another one and put it there. We will take another one and put it, let's see, maybe here. Another one. Let's see, maybe like that. Just trying to keep them sort of the same distance apart. And then we'll put another one over here. And another one down there. So with that, we have completed our little card here. So if you're just joining us now, this is from the Playing in the Rain bundle, from the stamps and the dies. And this paper that you see in the background is actually on sale for 15% off. And there is a free shipping sale on today, the 21st of June only, for any order of $100 or more before tax. And if you're seeing this on replay and you missed the sale, that's okay. You can catch the next one. They do come around from time to time. Just make sure you go to my website, www.juliescraftaddict.com, and join my e-newsletter. And I always alert customers that these free shipping days are coming up, and I'd be happy to tell you about it then. All right, well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. I hope you have a super weekend and rest of your week first in the sunshine, and I hope you've got some sunshine there, and have a wonderfully crafty day. All right, bye for now.